All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to GAC Racing League. I'm here with Joe Mitchell. What's going on there, Joe?
Oh, not much. Living a dream. Just another day, I guess. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. We're here tonight at the Eldora Speedway. They are dedicating this race to the driver number 4, Timothy Kelleher, who was a friend and a member of the league, and we just found out that Timothy Kelleher had some health issues for the last year or so, and finally lost the battle with his health issues, man. So he's no longer with us. I've been with GAC about 5 years, so kind of a sad night tonight. Um, I knew Timothy a little bit. I didn't know him real good, but I knew him a little bit, and was a nice guy, man. Just a shame to see. I know he wasn't really that old either, so. But these guys want to dedicate this race to him tonight, and we want to send out, our condolences and his prayers to his family, and let him know he won't be forgotten.
Yeah, it's pretty sad, unfortunate. I didn't really get the opportunity to know him all that well, but we talked a few times, and like you said, he was a really nice guy. It's just sad, and hopefully these guys put on a great show for him in his memory, and thoughts go out to all his friends and family.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing a pretty good job out here so far on warm-up. Take a look at the top 10. Ralph Connor Jr. has got that top spot. Mark Koshik sitting in second right now. Tony Gray, the leader in the points, sitting in third. Michael Palmer's in fourth. Kevin Cornelius is in fifth. Randy Perdue is hanging on to sixth place. Len McNeese going with seventh. Dean Viney showing eighth. Justin Rogers in ninth. And Billy Rodenbarger in 10th. So looks like we got 15 guys out here so far tonight. And I know these guys want to line up 4 wide and do a lap around, I guess, during the drivers' meeting. So we'll stick around for that before we go ahead and go to any national anthems or anything like that. But, excuse me, until they get set up for it, let's go over some of the points here tonight. Right now, the way we come into the race, Tony Gray is still your leader. He's got double back-to-back championships the last 2 seasons. He's going to try to make it a 3rd championship in a row here, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. This is race number 9 out of 12, and he's been up here in the top for the last couple of races, so might be able to get her done. Then we got Dean Viney sitting in second. Michael Palmer is in third. Mark Koshik's in fourth. Chuck Shaw moves up to fifth. Randy Perdue moves to sixth. John Estes hanging on to seventh. Billy Rodenbarger's in eighth. Ralph Connor Jr. moves up to ninth. Len McNeese rounding out the 10th place. And then Jim Locking is in 11th. Gary Shank in 12th. Paul Cohen is 13th, and Harvey Scott moves up into 14th in your point standings. So pretty decent.
Yeah, we've seen. It seems like these guys are really getting the dirt down. I know a lot of these guys are asphalt racers, and the racing's gotten a lot better. There hasn't been as many cautions, and the guys just look more stable and more confident out there. So hopefully, like I said before, we have a really good race tonight. I think there's 56 laps tonight, so it's still going to go by pretty quick, but I think this is one of the longer races.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm glad it's a little bit longer. I like the dirt races, man, but they are really short. Be nice when we're able to set them up as heat races and work your way through the heats and everything like that. That'll be pretty cool. That'll lengthen them up a little bit. So used to asphalt racing, 125 laps, 150 laps. You get on here, 40 laps. You know what I mean? It's just like it flies by. It's just that quick. But looks like the guys are coming out. We're gonna see. Excuse me. Man, I'm still getting over this damn cold. But we're gonna see if these guys. Excuse me. See if these guys can get it lined up here 4 wide and make a lap around the track here. Man, I was doing good. I wasn't coughing all that much all day. As soon as I get up here and sit down and start broadcasting, you know how it goes. You ain't itchy until you can't touch your face or something, you know?
Yeah.
But we're trying some new overlays here. I just finished this one up this week. And trying something totally different out of the box that I haven't tried, haven't seen. So hopefully everything works pretty good. And this is in memory of the number 4 Timothy Kelleher, who's like I said earlier, a friend and a member of GAC. And one thing I got to say, man, and, you know, we've said it before, even in the garage and everything, is the racing community, whether it be a sim racing community or the actual, you know, NASCAR racing community, you know, guys kind of stick together. See, Tony.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead, Joe.
no, I was just gonna say it's good to see that happen. I mean, it's unfortunate that it comes during bad times, but it's good to see guys kind of rally around and support one another in times of need.
Yeah. I see Tony Gray's got his number 4 underneath the wing and a couple of number 4s on each side of the car in memory of Timothy. So that's pretty cool. He's got a tribute car out there tonight. Tony Gray maybe be able to put that thing in victory lane for Timothy here. Yeah, I think Dean was telling us that Timothy was part of GAC about 5 years now. So, you know, you get to know a lot of these people, even though some of us haven't met face to face, but just racing week in and week out, talking on TeamSpeak and, you know, getting in like that, you kind of get to know people and you form a bond. And I noticed one thing, you know, when people do need something or they do need somebody, a lot of the guys from the racing community always step up. It's pretty cool that way. It's good to see. Yeah, taking a look right now at Tony Gray's car in memory of Timothy Kelleher up on the front. He's got it up on the wings, and he got the number 4 on there. So nice job there, man. Very cool. Definitely very cool. All right. Let's see. Go over the points one more time here for everybody in case you're just tuning in. Right now, the way we're coming into tonight's race, Tony Gray is your points leader. Dean Viney is in second. Michael Palmer is in third. Mark Koshik sits 4th. Chuck Shaw Jr. sits 5th. Randy Perdue is in 6th. John Estes rounds out 7th. Billy Rodenbarger is 8th. Ralph Connor Jr. sitting 9th. Len McNeese sitting in 10th in the point standings. Jim Locking is in 11th. Gary Shank is in 12th. 13th is Paul Cohen. And 14th is Harvey Scott.
So I want to say congratulations to old Grandpa Len. Became a grandfather. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I know some of us been busting him about it, offering to get him a couple of walking sticks and stuff. So, but good to see. You know, he just posted some pictures of the baby. She came a little bit early, and was in the incubator and all. And it's always a scary thing to see, but technology today, man, it's amazing. But I see she's making progress. They got the feeding tube out. She looks good. So. I seen a picture with Len holding her, and I was going to post on there, but I didn't want to hurt his feelings. But they let him hold her. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd let him hold her, but Nah, I'm only kidding though, man. That's good. That's awesome, man. His first grandchild. All right, we're gonna go quickly to our national anthem, and we'll be right back with qualify. All right, we're back here live. We're just waiting a couple seconds left before we go to qualify. We'll see who gets out there first, and we'll take a ride around with them. And we'll keep an eye on who's going to be on the top spot here tonight. So let's put up our qualified grid, and we'll see who's out there. Mark Koshik's out there in that number 33. We'll take a ride around with Mark. And we'll try and keep an eye on some of the times here. Hopefully everything works the way it's supposed to. Looks like Justin Rogers right now grabbing that first spot. Mark Koshik's going to hang on a second. Justin Rogers now moves to second. Tony Gray going to go up to that top spot.
It's going to be interesting here through qualifying. Kevin Cornelius goes to the top right now. Tony didn't have the fastest time, so some guys looking to upset that winning streak he's got going on.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Going to be tough. Let's look at old Grandpa Len McNeeson at number 84. Right now sitting in 10th. 14, 838. Len up into the wall, gonna wreck it. See Michael Palmer right now sitting in 9th with a 14. Oh, where does he move to? Michael Palmer moves up to 8th with a 14.604. Let's take a look at Billy Rodenbarger on that number 74 Sunoco machine. Billy showing in 11th. Give a quick shout out to everybody over at America's Pizza King. Looks like Kevin Cornelius so far hanging on to that top spot. And I believe, let's see, John Estes is out there in that number 72. John Estes right now sitting in 11th. See if he can pull up a time and break into that top 10. John Estes is going to hang on to 11th, and we'll go to the 21 of Justin Rogers. He's sitting in 4th. See if he can pull up a faster time and move it up a little bit closer. And Justin Rogers is going to stay in 4th. So looks like Kevin Cornelius is going to get the pole here tonight. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looked like he was fifth fastest during practice, able to put together a good lap there and sit on the pole for tonight's race.
So what are these guys going to do, Joe? They're going to start down in the bottom and migrate their way up to the outside line if we stay green, yeah?
Yeah, I would think so. Usually guys will enter the corner pretty high, try to get down to that inside wall and then let it fade back out on exit, but the line's going to get beat up pretty quick. The track doesn't look quite as wet as it normally does, so I expect it to dry out. These guys are really going to start searching around, I think.
I think we're going to see a lot of rubber buildup. I know a couple of times that I did race here, man, I struggled. You know, when the track was fresh, down at the bottom wasn't really a problem, but, you know, once the laps got on, man, it just, it really got tough.
Yeah, these cars get really loose here as the track starts to dry out. It lays some rubber down, and I don't know if it's just the corners they're pretty wide here, so I mean you have room to catch it, but it could still create some issues for some guys.
All right, so we're going to wait for these guys to start lining up. Got about 7 seconds left. Qualifying is done in the books. Kevin Cornelius is going to lock it up. So congratulations to Kevin on that. I'm going to wait now for these guys to line up, and we'll go over the starting grid. Kevin Cornelius is going to start on the pole position tonight. Starting second is going to be Tony Gray. Oh, sorry about that, wrong button. Gary Shank going to start third. Justin Rogers going to be starting fourth here tonight. Ralph Connor Jr. going to start fifth. Mark Koshicks will be starting sixth. Dean Viney's going to start seventh here tonight. Randy Perdue's going to roll off eighth. Rolling off ninth is Michael Palmer, and then Shane Gross starting 10th.
Starting 11th tonight will be John Estes. Billy Rodenberger starts 12th. Len McNeese in 13th. Chuck Shaw Jr. starts 14th, and rounding out the field in 15th is David Gainforth.
Nice. We should see a pretty good run here. There we go. We're just waiting for the guys to get on. Yeah, I'm trying not to cough. Gotta love it.
Yeah, I guess it's better than the hiccups.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. At least this you can kind of control. Just either way, it's not a whole lot of fun. All right, man. We should be seeing a pretty good race here tonight. These guys were doing really good during warm-up, and hopefully they can keep it green for a while here. This is race number 9 out of 12, so we're closing in on the end of the season here. Tony Gray is your leader. Dean Viney is in second, so Tony Gray not starting on the pole here tonight, so see if any of these guys have anything for him. I know last week when we were talking to Tony said that you know, he knows these guys were amping up their pressure, so I think he's going to have some competition here tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of looking that way so far.
I always forget about those fireworks at the start of the race. I remember the first race we did out here, I almost had a heart attack because I didn't know what it was. All right, pace truck is running them around. See the number 17 of Kevin Cornelius going to be down on the inside, Tony Gray on the outside on this start here at Eldora. And this is for the number 4 driver, Timothy Kelleher. The memorial race for Timothy Kelleher. If you look at Tony Gray's car, when we do get some looks at it, you'll see Tony Gray's got the number 4 on there, and some memorial tribute stuff to Timothy. All right, pace truck does roll it on in. We're getting ready to go green here. And the green flag is out.
Looks like Tony got a really good start there. He's able to get ahead of Kevin Cornelius coming out of turn 2. Side by side behind him as well.
Wow, Kevin Cornelius went sideways and lost a couple of spots, moves him all the way back to 3rd.
Yeah, that car was completely sideways and pretty much wrecked. He did a really good job saving it.
Get back here to Dean Viney and these guys, man. They are fighting for a position here for 6th, 7th, and 8th. So Tony Gray quickly out front. Got a pretty good lead over Gary Shank running in 2nd. And then you have 3rd and 4th, Justin Rogers there in the 21. Kevin Cornelius in the 17 was trying to take a look on the inside. Uh, 17's got his hands full. You see him getting a little bit loose there, up high and then back down low. Michael Palmer right now in 8th. Back up here to Ralph Connor Jr. in 6th. Looking on the inside now of the 33, Mark Koshik. He does complete that pass. Going to start moving forward.
Yeah, Dean Viney's working the inside there too. He's trying to get around more.
You see the track starting to dry up already, man. Just that fast. And Siri thought I was talking to her.
Battle going on up here for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. He must have missed something with Tony Gray. He's dropped back. He's now in a battle for 4th place.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. We've seen him shuffle back. The 21 of Justin Rogers now going to try and get underneath.
Yeah, but caution.
Looks like it may have been on Billy Rodbarger, maybe. We'll take a look and see if we can go back and just see what happened real quickly. Take a ride with Billy and see if we can see what happened here. Oh, it looks like he just got the wall and doesn't get anybody, but comes to a stop on the track. And I believe, yeah, he was able to tow it before anybody got to him, so he'll be able to get that fixed up and get back out.
Right now we got Gary Shank leading the race.
Yeah, Gary having a good run here tonight so far. Take a look at the top 10. Gary Shank, Kevin Cornelius, Tony Gray, Justin Rogers, Ralph Connor Jr., Mark Koshik, Dean Viney, Michael Palmer, Randy Perdue, and John Estes. And getting ready to line them up side by side here. We'll see if Gary Shank has anything for him on the inside line. Kevin Cornelius is going to be on the outside line now. On that first initial start, we saw Kevin Cornelius down low, so we'll see if that outside line is going to be any treat to him here now tonight.
Yeah, we saw Tony get to the lead by using that outside line, so we'll see what happens here. Pace truck's in, green flag's out, they're back underway. Looks like Gary and Tony got a really good start going into turn 1. See Kevin battling back. Gary able to clear everyone. Now Tony and Kevin are side by side in 3 and 4.
Oh, Tony Gray almost comes up into the 25 and he loses a little bit of spot there.
Saw a little bit of light contact there between Tony and Kevin Cornelius. Drops Tony back into third.
And here comes the number 1 of Ralph Connor Jr. in fourth. He's going to try and work his way up to the front.
Back for fifth, we got Dean Viney side by side with Justin Rogers. Trying to work his way up here.
Now Randy Perdue on the inside of Dean Viney. So Randy Perdue going to move into 6th. Dean Viney going to go back to 7th. Go back up front. Kevin Cornelius right behind the 25 of Gary Shank. Going to try and work the inside. Oh, they almost make a little bit of contact. And you see the 17 trying everything he can, man, to try to take that inside line. Just does not have enough to power out. Tony Gray up on the outside and Ralph Connor Jr. right behind them.
Oh, contact. Kevin got into the back of the 25 of Gary Shank. They really stacked it up. We got a 4-car battle for the lead. Kevin gets around Gary on the outside. We'll see if they can battle back side by side for 3rd and 4th too with Ralph Connor and Tony Gray.
Kevin Cornelius back out front. Now we got a side by side with Gary Shank and Tony Gray. They're gonna be going at it here.
See Tony trying to run up high, find some grip. He's trying to search around for some moisture at the moment. Has a ton of momentum coming out of the corner, but he can't really do much with it.
Let's go back here to Justin Rogers in 5th. And he is side by side with Randy Perdue. Randy Perdue down in that low side.
Looks like those two battles are still going on. Guys really aren't able to make passes, it seems.
But they're doing a real good job here, man. For the first time here on dirt, first season in dirt. I mean, these guys really picked it up. Go back here to the 11th place, the number 41 of Shane Gross, right behind the 84 of Len McNeese. Len McNeese down low, Shane Gross up high. You can see that track, how dry it is down on the bottom. Actually, some rubber starting to build up. Back up here to the 31 of Michael Palmer sitting in 9th, right in front of Len McNeese and Shane Gross. These guys, oh, some contact between Len McNeese and Shane Gross. Great save on Len's part, man. They keep it going. See the 72, John Estes right now getting around the 41 of Shane Gross. That little bit of contact, Shane Gross lost a little bit there.
Looks like the leader, Kevin Cornelius, starting to come up on some lap traffic here. Trying to get around that 74 of Billy Rodenberger.
And Tony Gray now going to make a pass on Billy and try and close in a little bit more on Kevin Cornelius. We still have some laps here to go. We're only at lap 34 now of 56, so definitely going to be a handful here. Tony Gray sitting in the 2nd spot, and the caution is out.
I think that may have been the 74 again.
We'll go take a quick look and see what it was. Take a quick ride with the 74 Billy Rodenbarger. And you see him start getting a little, he's up in the high side, trying to stay out of the way, it looks like. And he just went, I think he just went a little bit too high, staying out of the guy's ways and into the wall. And somebody went by and just barely missed him, man. But I know they're probably thankful that they got out of the way fast enough. All right, so we have a little bit of a change up front here now. Excuse me, try not to cough, man. All right, pace truck is going on in. Gonna get ready to fire him up one more time.
Again, a really good restart on the outside for Tony Gray. But had some issues there, got loose, lost a couple spots.
And you see Kevin Cornelius fighting back hard on the inside, trying not to let Tony Gray take that spot. Right now, Tony does move up to the front one more time. Kevin Cornelius going to sit back in second. Randy Perdue now in third. Ralph Connor Jr. in fourth. Side by side, Gary Shank and Justin Rogers. Oh, we got somebody around. Looked like it was David Gameforth involved with somebody.
Oh, that actually happened a couple cars up in front of them. Looks like the 41 of Shane Gross and Lemon Peace getting together.
Yeah, it looked like the 31 of Michael Palmer may have been around. Let me back up one more time here and see. Yeah, it looks like the 31 of Michael Palmer just kind of lost it going around and collects the 84.
Yeah, see how dark the track's starting to get on that low middle line. These guys are really starting to slide around, and it looks like the guys who are on the outside seem to be more stable and able to carry the momentum a little better.
Yeah, being down in that low lane, especially when the track changes like that. I mean, some guys can do it, but it's really hard. There's no guarantee while you're down there. You may have a lap or two that seem to come together pretty good, and then it just goes real quick. But right now we got Tony Gray, your leader, 41 laps complete. 3 lead changes, 3 cautions. We're getting ready to fire him back up one more time, Joe.
Yeah, pace truck is hitting pit road, green flags out. Looks like a pretty even start here.
3 wide, second row back. And it looks like the number 1 of Ralph Connor Jr. going to take the advantage of it, man. 3 wide, him, Randy Perdue, and Gary Shank were at that start. That's where the action is right now.
It looks like Randy got clear, and now it's side-by-side battle with Gary Shank and Justin Rogers. Kind of looking like it might go 3 wide again here.
Yeah, you see Justin Rogers really trying to use that very high line. And Randy Perdue almost running about the same line also.
And Gary's down. He was down by that inside wall. Now he moves it up the track.
And here comes Dean Viney right now. Move back up into 7th. Oh, and 84 Len McNeese going around.
What a save.
Wow. Oh, and we have somebody up in the wall, and it looks like it may be the...
It's like the 21 of Justin Rogers.
Yeah, I was going to say the 20... Excuse me, the 21 of Justin Rogers. Let's go see what happened with him. See the 21 right there on the outside. Behind the number 5 and right in front of the 25, Gary Shank. We'll see what happens with him here. So I know he was trying to run that high line. Oh, he just clips the wall. And it upset the car big time. No contact, so should be okay. And I'm sorry, everybody. Man, I thought I was done with this coughing stuff. I'm trying not to cough here on the mic. It's so hard to get to the button and mute it real quick, so please apologize for it. Ain't nothing worse than being sick. Seems like the older you get, the harder it is to shake it. You know, when you're young, you bounce back real quick. When you start getting a little bit up in age, man, it just lasts.
Yeah, when you're young, you're made out of rubber bands and magic, so life's not too difficult.
We had 49 laps complete so far. 56 lap race here. 5 lead changes, 4 cautions, getting ready to go back. Pace truck is in, and we're back green. Tony Gray on that outside. Oh, and contact between him and Kevin Cornelius. And the yellow does come out. Tony Gray able to keep on going. Kevin Cornelius, though, oh, man. Not good. Kevin Cornelius towing it back to the pits. Wow, that was tough.
Looks like Kevin actually is taking his car behind the wall here with just a few laps left to go. That's a tough break right there. 2 of the fastest guys all race getting tangled up there on a late restart, and I don't know if we may get back to green with 1 lap or 2 to go. I don't know.
And look who your leader is right now, Ralph Connor Jr. He's been looking for a win here for quite a while now. You know, he's been pretty strong and moving forward. Ralph Connor Jr., Gary Shank, Randy Perdue, Dean Viney, Mark Koshik, Len McNeese, John Estes, Shane Gross, Chuck Shaw Jr., Tony Gray, rounding out your top 10 right here. Might get that 1 lap shootout.
It looks like the lights are out on the pace truck, so we'll get a restart here with 1 to go.
And it looks like Ralph Connor Jr. going to choose the outside lane. Gary Shank down on the inside for this restart. I think that's a pretty wise move. Take that outside lane. We see that it's working. Pace truck is in. And we're back green. Gary Shank with a good run gets to the line first.
See Ralph Connor battling back.
Oh, some contact further back. And the caution does come out, and I believe it's going to lock Ralph Connor Jr. in the lead. Gary Shank second, and Dean Viney up to third, man. Wow. Not exactly the way they wanted it to end, but wow, man. Ralph Connor Jr. going to come out here with the win. Gary Shank going to pull it all the way up to second. Let's take a quick look at where these guys started. Ralph Connor Jr. started 4th. Gary Shank started 2nd. I'm sorry, started 3rd. Finished 2nd. Dean Viney, he started 7th, man. Moved himself all the way up to 3rd here. That's good. We'll get to get a word in with Dean Viney here.
It's definitely a wild and crazy finish there. Last crazy couple of restarts definitely shook it up. We got some different guys finishing up in the top 3.
So congratulations to Ralph Connor Jr. I believe this is his first win here in the Dirt Series. Yeah, I believe this is his first win here in the Dirt Series. So congratulations to Ralph Connor Jr. Dude, I'm struggling with this damn cough. All right, let's see. Let's go. We'll go 3, 2, 1. How about that?
Camel Crossings.
All right, Dean Viney. This is Paul and Joe up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you there, Paul.
Well, man, great run for you here. You started 7th. You finished 3rd. You look pretty good out there tonight. Tell us, first of all, how you felt out there out on the track.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a heck of a race tonight, actually. It was definitely intense all night long. You know, looked like some good racing going on. I know sweat was pouring off of me. It was definitely intense tonight, but the car felt good. You know, all in all, it did. And, you know, got some laps in, and the track started changing, so it made things a little more interesting. And, you know, they had to start looking for a little better grip and that. And so it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, it definitely, you could see the track change. It dried out pretty fast, and we've seen a lot of guys trying to migrate to that top lane, you know, and searching for grip up there. We've seen some real good racing, man. You know, looked like you were pretty good out there. We've seen you drop back a little bit and then work your way back up, come up here into a 3rd place finish, man. So definitely putting the wheels to it. We've been saying, too, you know, you guys, this is the first season on dirt. And you guys have been doing a great job, man. It seemed like this second part of the season, guys really locked it down. And we've been seeing some really good racing, man, you know. So congratulations on that 3rd place finish here tonight, man.
Thank you, Paul. Yeah, I think, you know, like you say there, the guys are starting to get, you know, like say, a first season here trying her on the dirt. And, you know, really the guys have done a well of a job all in all. You know, for a lot of us, just, you know, most of us asphalt guys and get on the dirt, you know. I mean, a few of us, you know, have the dirt thing going on back in the day. But yeah, the guys have, I think, coming in and really starting to get a feel for these and, you know, starting to just really get a feel for the car in general. And it's showing, too, because it gets intense at times. But everybody is doing a good job all in all.
Yeah, definitely a good night for you, man. You come in 2nd in the points tonight, and I'm sure with your finish tonight, you'll be hanging on to 2nd there. See if you got anything for Tony Gray somewhere down the line, man. That boy just seems to be putting her down. But tonight's race was dedicated to the driver number 4, Timothy Kelleher. And, you know, we been talking about Timothy up here in the booth a little bit before the start of the race. And I'm sure, you know, you feel the same way as us. Timothy was a good guy. We are definitely going to miss him. And we send our sympathies and our condolences out to his family, man. We won't let him be forgotten. And I don't know if you've seen, but Tony Gray's got number 4 in memory of Timothy Kelleher all over his car here tonight, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty sharp, too. And, yeah, most definitely, you know, this race dedicated out there to Timothy. You know, he'd been with us for, good 5 years. And, you know, got caught up in a little illness and just couldn't seem to get that monkey off his back here the last year. And, you know, he's sure definitely going to be missed. He was just a good-spirited guy and just a lot of, you know, just a fun guy to talk with and race with, you know. And, yeah, he's going to definitely be missed.
Yeah, we were talking up here, you know, and I'm sure you see it too in your run here at iRacing. But even though it's a sim community, you know, people rally around each other, man, when things happen. And, you know, whether it's good or bad, it seems like, you know, people just kind of form a lot of bonds. And, you know, some of us haven't even really met each other face to face, but we've, you know, I've known you for, well, I think 3.5 years now, you know, on iRacing. And, you know, I know you know what I mean? And I'm there if you needed something. I know you're there if I needed something. We kind of, you know, form that bond, even though we physically haven't met. And I think that's pretty cool about this whole thing with iRacing and this racing community, man. And, you know, to see everybody rally around and all the guys that, you know, were touched by Timothy during his time here with GAC.
Oh, yeah, Tim, I have to agree with that. You know, some of the people on the outside you know, watch the stuff and, you know, which is great that we can bring it to them live and stuff like that. I agree. They don't really realize just, you know, it's a family here. It really is. And, we all care about what happens to everybody, and like you said, whether you physically met them face to face or not, still a family, and everybody does care.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, all the amount of time we talk and team speak and race at the tracks week in and week out, sometimes a few nights a week. I mean, you can't help but just know somebody. You get to know their personality. You get to know the kind of people they are. A lot of people open up and, share some things. And, it's good sometimes because you get, views and uplifts from other drivers and other people here. So, I just wanted to say that, Timothy was a good guy. I've worked with him a couple of times. I tried helping him out with his wheel, getting some settings and stuff. And I met him when I first joined GAC a couple years back. And we're definitely going to miss him, man. So good to see you guys put it out there for him. And we'll keep him here. You know what I mean?
10-4, man. Appreciate it, guys. And like I say, good job from everybody, and everybody's concerned. And that's, I'm sure it's like anything is, I have gotten a email from his family, and they really appreciate it. You don't know how much.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, listen, before we let you get out of here and we move on, anybody you want to give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, just like give a shout out to you guys up there in the booth, Paul, you and Joe each week. Bringing it live and bringing it out there to everybody, and getting a chance to get acquainted with you. A lot of them out there picking up some, hopefully some new things maybe next season. And give a little shout out there to the, I'm sure they're watching tonight there at the Pizza King Bar and Grill there in Americus there at the Camel Crossing. I'm sure they're all probably hooping and hollering now, but, enjoying it. So give them a little shout.
Or at least they get to see you get a podium finish here tonight, man. So that's definitely got to feel good. Maybe you get in there and go get yourself a free one.
Hey, hopefully. Thanks, guys.
All right, man. Congratulations on third, buddy, and we'll see you next week.
Appreciate it, guys.
USA next week, right?
No, we'll be at Volusia next week.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. Good, man. We'll see you there, buddy.
You bet. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you. All right, let's move in here with Gary Shank.
Hey, Gary, it's Joe and Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
I do. How you guys doing tonight?
Oh, we're doing all right, man. We saw a pretty wild and crazy race. Looked like there's a lot of good hard racing going on. Couple incidents, but that's to be expected. The track was really drying out. We saw it get pretty slick there on the lower half of the track, and guys were just searching, trying to find some grip. Seemed like guys were really loose. Did you feel the same way?
Yeah, first off, let me give condolences there to the Kelleher family. Of course, I know we've mentioned a couple times here this evening about Tim, so been a member of GAC for a while, so we'll certainly miss the number 4 going around the track. But,
Absolutely.
Yeah, as far as track's concerned, yeah, I don't know how you kind of been playing with Martinsville all week, and I'm not shy to say I hate racing on dirt, so I was just playing it like Martinsville and just kind of easing off the throttle, letting it roll through the center, and trying to do the low line, and it was kind of working for me. But yeah, it was just kind of nice to have some longer green runs that we haven't had here in the previous races.
Yeah, it was good to see you. I mean, you qualified up front. You seemed pretty quick all night, and for someone who doesn't really like dirt racing, you kind of put it all together here tonight. You stayed out of trouble. You had a really good run. You bring it home second, and it was good to see. We got a different mix of guys up here in the top 5, so I'm sure that's kind of a welcome sight too, with how much Tony's been winning all season. But, sorry.
Oh no, it's all right. No, it's what can I say? I'm just I'm an asphalt road racer, so here I'm on oval dirt. So but yeah, it was kind of fun to mix it up. Yeah, just for whatever reason, it just sort of clicked here tonight, and yeah, just some good hard racing.
Yeah, it was good to see. I mean, it seems like the second half of this season, guys are really starting to kind of get it down. Getting some more green flag runs in, like you said, and guys are. It looks like they're really getting the hang of it, and the shows have really been awesome these last few weeks. And you know, again, it's good to see you running up front all night and you bring it home in second. And we just wanted to congratulate you on that run there. And before we let you go, is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I think we're trying to do. I think there's a new sponsor that might be coming on board. We'll just mention their name. It was a Pizza King. It's a restaurant I think we missed or shouted out to last week, so we'll say that again. Not sure if my family's down in Florida tonight, but if they're watching, we'll say hello. Thanks, Dean, and also you guys for what you do, and we'll send it back to you guys. Have a good night.
All right.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right, let's move up to our winner, Ralph Connor Jr. See if we get a word in with Ralph. All right, Ralph Connor Jr., this is Paul and Joe up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Hey, man, congratulations on that win here tonight. You got 5 laps led. Looked really strong. You started 5th. I got to say, first of all, on the side of that car, man, that Mighty Mouse is awesome, bro. How was your race tonight?
The race was real good there at the start. I was real strong on the bottom, and then the bottom went away, and I figured I was going to finish 3rd or 4th, depending how the cautions fell, and I got a great restart there on that last one and got down and got the lead, and that pretty much was the end of it.
Yeah, we've been watching you for the last couple of weeks. I mean, you're definitely strong. You definitely move forward and get yourself up there. We've seen you get into a little bit of trouble here and there, but man, you've been flirting with a win here for a while now. It's good to see you pop one out here at Eldora. Man, it was definitely a really good race, man. I love watching that car go around out there, man. I'm a big fan of Mighty Mouse. We were talking about it earlier in a couple of broadcasts ago. Some of these younger guys don't know anything about old Mighty Mouse on there, man. But definitely good to see him get up here in that #1 spot tonight.
Oh, thank you. Well, the paint scheme is actually the closest rendition I could do from my mentor, Pete Smith, from Parkersburg, West Virginia. He was one of them racers that ran sprint car, ran with the World of Outlaws whenever they'd come to town in this area, and his car always had Mighty Mouse on the wing.
Oh, nice. Awesome, man. I'll tell you what, I enjoy seeing it. I'm back from that day, you know. But definitely a good run here tonight, man. And like I say, you started 5th. You got 5 laps led. You come out the leader. You come out the winner here tonight. Next week is Volusia Speedway. You got any laps over there?
Volusia's another good track I like. These tracks just seem to have you got to put it in the driver's seat as the run goes. It's pretty equal at the beginning, but then as the track dries out, it really puts it in the driver's hand. You really got to have throttle control.
Yeah, we do see that every race. The track did dry out pretty quick here tonight. And we saw some guys still trying to use the bottom, but it seemed like that outside line was where you need to go. But I'll tell you what, man, we watch you move forward and come out here with the victory, man. Congratulations on that. I know that's got to feel good.
Oh, I'm still shaking from this win. I've not been in this league long, and to get that first win this quickly is just amazing.
Yeah. Well, hopefully next week you got something else for her, man. We enjoy watching you get out there and get her done. And before we let you go celebrate, man, anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
I'd just like to give out a shout to my wife for allowing me to do this.
I hear you, man. It's always good when they're behind you, you know. So awesome, man. Tell her to tune on in and tell her to check out your victory, man.
I will do that. Thank you.
All right. We'll see you next week at Volusia Speedway, man. And congratulations again on that win, Ralph.
Thank you.
All right, Joe. That was a pretty good race here, man.
Yes, sir. I agree. It was some long green flag runs, only a couple cautions, and like we said, we had some new guys up front, so it's kind of nice to see some more guys getting the hang of it, getting it down, and having fun with it.
Yeah. Well, we just want to remind everybody tonight's race was dedicated to Timothy Kelleher. He was the driver of the number 4, good friend and member, long-standing member of GAC. No longer with us. Hopefully he's watching down on everybody and still tuning into the broadcast, but we do send our condolences and our sympathies and our prayers to his family. And We want to give a shout out to America's Pizza King over there in Indiana. The guy says he's got some of the best food and good company. So hope you guys enjoyed the show here tonight, and hopefully we get to see a little bit more. All right, we're going to go over the race summary here. We had 56 laps, 8 lead changes, 6 cautions. And you see Ralph Connor Jr. does come out your winner here tonight. Next week is Volusia Speedway. Same time, 8:45 next Monday night. So tune on in and we'll see how these points shake up and who's coming in, who's going out. But once again, we do want to congratulate Ralph Connor Jr. on his win here tonight. We'll go ahead and go over the results and then we'll get up on out of here, Joe.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
All right, finishing first, your winner here, Ralph Connor Jr. Second place will be Gary Shank. Third place is Dean Viney. Fourth place goes to Mark Koshik. Fifth place is Tony Gray. John Estes, he'll finish 6th tonight. Shane Gross finishes 7th. Randy Perdue will finish 8th. Chuck Shaw Jr. finishes 9th. Len McNeese rounds out your top 10.
Yeah, finishing 11th is Justin Rogers. Finishing 12th is Kevin Cornelius. Michael Palmer finishes 13th. David Gainforth in 14th. And rounding out the field in 15th is Billy Rodenberger.
All right, awesome, man. All right, well, Joe, appreciate it. Glad you came out here with me again tonight. You guys did a great job here. And, excuse me, we'll see everybody next week at Volusia Speedway. So, till then, stay safe, everyone.
I got to run away for a second. I apologize.